Hello. Let's be grateful that our heart beats, and the fact that our heart beats means that our heart still believes in us, even though we might not believe with our thoughts, with our behaviors, with our actions. If our heart is choosing to continue giving us life, it just means that it's still hope for us. There's hope that our time has not arrived yet. Our time for departure has not arrived yet. It just means that there's still a world of possibility and strength within us. Each time your heart beats, it means I've not given up on you. You still have it in you, even though that you might not believe it, even though that your actions, your feelings might indicate otherwise, even though you might feel like giving up. It just means that temporarily you are seeing the negatives, the obstacles, the difficulties, the hardships as being too big, too overwhelmed, and you are dimming your coping abilities. You're feeling stretched and overstretched. In a moment you might not be seeing the light. In a moment you might not feel connected with hope and trust and belief. And it gets harder if you're physically and emotionally tired. But if your heart is choosing to give you life, another minute, another day, that is the hope that you need. And your job is to connect with that energy force, to find a way of releasing resistance, letting go of control, letting go of things being a certain way, and trusting that the life force that is giving you life knows that you can. Let go of outcomes and simply look after yourself, your mind, your heart, your emotions. Nurture them, make peace with them, and then bit by bit you'll build strength, ease, trust, confidence. Reach for healthcare if your emotions are bigger than your ability and perceived ability to cope. If you're engaging in behaviors that are causing more problems now and in the future, seek help. Use the fact that your heart is beating to connect yourself with that life force, with that energy. Your heart is beating and it's not asking anything in return. But the more you look after it, the better you will feel. The more opportunities. For moments where you don't feel optimistic, make peace. For moments where you don't have the strength, make peace. For moments where you want to give up, just make peace. Become present. Observe your thoughts. observe your emotions. How am I feeling in this moment? What are my thoughts about this moment, this situation, this circumstance? By questioning, one, you're making peace with your emotions, you're bringing them to surface, no longer hiding behind an activity, simply facing them. You get to learn yourself, you get to learn about your emotions, you get to learn about your needs, and you get to discover the thoughts that are driving your automatic behavior. You'll be curious about some thoughts, surprised about others, shocked perhaps about others, but it's not time for judgment, just time to simply bring to surface and allow them to be, your feelings and emotions and thoughts to be. It's not good, it's not bad, it is what it is neutral. And when you make peace with your thoughts and emotions, there's a lifting. You're not judging them, you're not wishing that they would be different. In this moment, you're simply making peace so that I can release some of that struggle. Ask yourself, am I physically safe in this moment? And if the answer is no, then fine, safety. Sorry, what did I just say? I'm so sorry. Okay, if you find that you're not safe, find safety. If you're physically not safe, okay, it's important. I'm going to pick up the pace here because this is important. You must hear this. If you're physically unsafe, physically, emotionally, if you're being subject to physical, verbal, emotional abuse, you must seek help. That is important so that you and those around you can be helped. There are solutions and everyone will be in benefit. However, if you're safe, we can now relax. If you are safe, if you're physically safe and it's just your thoughts and emotions and perhaps your perception, or maybe there's a reality to it, but in this moment you're safe, then just become present. Present by observing your thoughts and beliefs and feelings, making peace with it. And then let's see if we can move from our mind a little into the body. How does the body feel? What physical sensations do you have in this moment? In your heart? In your chest? In your jaw? Lips? Hands? Legs? Mind? What are the physical sensations? We're not judging as being good or bad or neutral, simply making peace and becoming aware of how the body is. Let's see if we can bring a little comfort by releasing the body from the tension. Breathe into the belly. Tense the whole body. And relax. Breathe in. Tense. And relax. Perhaps you need moving a little. Just shake the energy and awaken the energy. Breathe in. Just shaking that energy that no longer serves you. Breathe in. Breathe in. And then see if you can perhaps come up with a different perception, a different thought, a different way of viewing things. What are the good things of this circumstance? What are the positives? Where is the silver lining? If you can't find any, just be grateful that in this moment you have access to the internet and you have access to neutral to positive distractions. And if you want to, you can have access to learning about how to manage and deal with the situation. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you're struggling with your emotions, if you're struggling to cope with your emotions, make sure that you speak with a healthcare provider so that they can help you find solutions. Breathe into the belly. And slowly out. What are you looking forward to? Perhaps feeling relief. Perhaps learning a new skill. Perhaps making peace with it. Perhaps letting go. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you feel that there's no hope and nothing feels good, if you got enough energy, just bring yourself into a little smile. Breathe in. And breathe out. And if that is a bit too much for you, just look in the mirror and go, this is me, feeling negative, and I'll make peace with it. I choose to love myself. Breathe in. Breathe out. Have a little rest. Make sure you drink healthy water. That's just tap water is fine. Just make sure you keep hydrated. Make sure you eat properly and give yourself a variety of nutrients so they can support your body and your mind. Make sure you've got plenty of sleep, regular sleep, so your body can recharge your mind. And spend a little time in nature so that you can connect yourself with neutral to positive energy and reach for those that you connect with. Reach for those that you never met before. Reach for pets and plants and the universe at large, so you feel a little bit more connected. In the meantime, choose to send love, patience to yourself. And remember, this too shall pass. It's just temporary setback. Just feeling temporarily low or temporarily tired, but it won't be like this forever. And there are solutions. If you are struggling to cope with your emotions, speak with your healthcare provider so that he or she can point you in the direction of solutions, either in the form of books, audio, people, courses, or even, in some cases, medication. I'm not an expert, but I know that some people know about emotions and they can investigate if your reaction and response is natural or not, or perhaps if you are lacking certain minerals or vitamins, because that can affect your body and behavior and feelings. For instance, if your vitamin D levels are too low, that can affect your energy levels, which in turn will affect what you do and don't do, which in turn will affect your mood. So by speaking with a healthcare provider, they can investigate and address different things. I'm not an expert, but simply encouraging you so you don't struggle alone. There are solutions out there. There are lots of love. Big hug. You are being strong. You are doing your best. Just relax. If your heart is beating, it does mean that there's still hope. Hope to learn, hope to let go, hope of new opportunities to smile, to breathe, to laugh and feel good.